Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I welcome you back to this weekly market forecast with Yemi Olaleye. This is brought to you by FX Pro, and I'm market analyst at FX Pro. Starting from the Monday, 20th of April to 24th of April, let's see what we have in the market as opportunities concerned. From the fundamental outlook on Monday, we have Canadian dollar and NZD coming up, focused on CPI, 7:30 a.m. for Canadian dollar and 5:45 p.m. Nigerian time for NZD. On Tuesday, we have Great Britain pounds and US dollar coming up, 1 a.m., 7:30 a.m., and 9 a.m. for US dollar, which is on the claimant's count change and core retail sales for the USD. And Federal Chairman will also be talking, and let's see the designated watch testify. We have the Wednesday 22nd when the Great Britain pounds will be releasing the CPI yearly data, and it's going to be an impact too. On Thursday, we have the 2:30 a.m. Euro coming with the German flash manufacturing PMI. Also have Great Britain pounds 3:30 a.m. manufacturing PMI as well. On Friday, which is the last trading day of the week, 1 a.m. Nigerian time, we have Great Britain pounds focusing on the retail sales. Those are the highlights for the weekly market edition on the fundamental outlook. Now, without going into further things, let's go straight to the technical, and let's see the opportunity we have in the market going forward for this week. Starting with the DXY, which is the dollar index, as usual, it's important to look at the opportunities we have right here. Last week, we saw a beautiful projection of bullish momentum overall on the DXY, but expecting a bearish momentum before then, which is on a daily demand zone right here. On the weekly time frame perspective, this is where we're expecting the price to get to over time. I'm coming right there. This is where I want the price. I want to see the price before I can think of a short on DXY. And that is not happening yet. So on the daily time frame perspective, that was the only reason I was looking for that, to see how the price will move into a daily demand zone and give a buy therefore. So last week moved exactly as we projected. So the continuation of that, it will be on the 4-hour time frame projection and see what the price is really saying. So right here, I want to see the price breaking above and making more bullish momentum till we have the price hitting this level. And at least we should be seeing that at the earliest moment we're getting here, which is something like this. All right, we should be seeing the price getting to that level. So that being said, let's go straight to the Euro US dollar and let's see what we have in there. So going to the Euro US dollar, let's start from the weekly time frame perspective and see what we have there. Last week was a bullish one for us on this Euro US dollar as well, because market moves significantly in our direction. In fact, last week we closed about 1,200 pips in profit over all the currency pairs analyzed. All right, for last week, we had the price hitting this previous high level, which we projected ahead of time, and it's been selling since then. Though we still have high projection right here, but overall, we want to see more sell energy because we are reacting off the supply zone. On the 30 time frame perspective for Euro US dollar, we saw how the price really moved well on Wednesday and starts ranging through to Thursday and Friday. And of course, on Friday, we have a rejection candlestick, which took out the previous high of the Wednesday and Thursday candle off the same level we projected a sell from right here. So that being said, it means we're looking for more bearish momentum on the 30 time frame on the Euro US dollar. And if that will be happening, surely we'll be seeing how the price will be hitting this price level around this range, which is around about 1.15. And with that being said, we have to go straight into the lower time frame to see how that looks like. If you go to 4-hour time frame perspective, you're going to realize that the price is actually reacting off this zone. And we took a sell right here last week. Sometimes last week we took a sell right here. And if I'm going to be doing anything on that, I'll only have to adjust the level a little bit more. But with what it's looking like generally, it's still more of a bearish momentum. And with what we're seeing here, I will still be looking for more bearish energy on this one right here going forward. So this is what I'm expecting to see on the Euro US dollar for this week. If I want to readjust this level, I will just do a little bit of this. I don't want to waste more time, but I just want to let me try. It's taking my time already. I just want to see something like this happening here. Okay, so yeah, we'll be looking for more sell. If you have been selling this, you'll be looking for more sell continuation. That's what I'll be looking for. So there's no problem with that. Going forward for this week, we just have the price hitting this level, something like this. Just a little bit. For those that have not been in already, we are in already, and it's about 23 pips stop loss thereabouts from the entry point we had. So this is a continuation of a sell momentum for me. So I'm not doing much on that. On the group past US dollar, on the other hand, on the weekly time frame, let's start with the weekly time frame. It also reacted off a zone that we've projected for a sell above now, earlier than now. And on daily time frame perspective, you can see we have so many momentum here, so many tricky movements as well. We're stuck in between the price level last week too. But let's see this weekly opportunity, whether this week will be better off. So looking at that projection, we have the price actually giving us a bearish momentum of the supply level since Wednesday. And on daily time frame perspective, we have my wonderful rejection candlestick right there, which is showing a more sell energy going forward into this week. And let's see that on the 4-hour time frame if it also makes sense. On the 4-hour time frame perspective, last week the projection was very simple. This is where we were stuck, and I said that above this level, above these previous highs, we have stop losses just living above them. So we have stop losses residing above these zones. That's why we're looking for more sell in more buy till the price gets here. And surely the price actually got there and it started selling off. So currently the sell is still ongoing. The price went back to test that level, probably in the stop loss for someone like me after taking that entry multiple times. But then if you just going to readjust this, you see that this is a sell continuation. So already we've been on this sell in my community, and I've thought about this sell already for those that will be taking it afresh. So if you are joining this for this week, we'll still be looking for more sell buyers going forward. The only thing is if I have to go to 15 minutes time frame, probably that's when we'll be looking for a new level where the price can actually react to before we start selling again. I'm not seeing any zone here. I'm not 15 minutes time frame. Probably we're expecting the price to come into this range. Okay, this would be the only reason I've been waiting for a buy. So if you have not been on this trade before and you're just getting this information, you can wait for the price to get here. Hopefully, if the price does, this would be a good zone for you to sell off to. But I want to see more sell going forward for this week on the Euro USD, GBP US dollar. Okay. So that being said, this is a 15 minutes time frame though. But that being said, let's see what we have on 4 hours. This is like it's like 4 hours. I prefer to be on the 4 hours anyways. So you know me. That's it. I'm looking for more sell momentum right there. All right, going forward to the next one, we have the AUD US dollar. That guy is really being tricky, really been tricky. Look at this. This is a weekly time frame perspective. I will just be waiting to see more sell. This has always been where I want to sell into and buy from here. After find this zone on 4-hour time frame perspective. On the daily time frame, let's see what we have there. We saw how the price actually got into the previous level we anticipated. I smashed it, hit our stop loss for last week. And apart from that, it has gotten us a rejection candle too, just like the European pounds, US dollar, and Euro USD. So we are reacting off that rejection candle, seeing more sell momentum in action going forward for this week. And with that being said, I'm going to delete this one. I'm also going to delete this lady here. So what do we have here? We have more of a sell momentum going forward with the 4-hour candlestick formation pattern that we're looking at. And yes, if we want to really check this out well, it should be selling till we have the price sitting in a zone like this, based on what the structure is showing. All right, based on what the structure is showing. My mouse is not responding. Okay, I think it's some here, somewhere around here. Yeah. So this is what I'll be expecting the price to actually move above or a little bit above here, but I just want this zone essentially. I want this price level essentially just a little bit above it is the actual level I'm looking at. So I want to see 2 hours time frame perspective if we have something. I've not really got what I'm looking for. So what I'm looking for is very simple. I want to see this level to be taken out like this. Okay, this is a UD US dollar. It can really mess up the price action regardless. I want to see the price eating out this level, and then from there, I want to see momentum breaking below it to grab liquidity and with this. Then the next thing is I want to see the price hitting this zone right here, and we have more sell going forward. So with this now, it makes more sense. So that is what I'm expecting to see in the market. And then that is my projection on AUD US dollar. Going forward, let's go to the next one where we have more opportunities on the coming on the other parts of the business. So the currency pairs we've talked about, Euro USD, Great Britain pounds US dollar, and AUD USD. So let's talk about NZD USD. What is the NZD USD all about? Okay, on the weekly time frame perspective, we have a projection for this one too, which is right here. Okay, we have projection, which was a bullish one, which we anticipated, and it's really moved as we expected it to move. On the daily time frame perspective, we had the momentum for a sell energy right there. And with that now, what does it mean? We're looking for more sell right there above the price level we had for last week. And last week, markets actually moved into the price range of about 0.5923 before it starts selling again. And it ended it with a bearish rejection candle on a Friday. And that gives us a suggestion that we could be waiting for more sell for this week. And looking at the zone entirely, this is a zone like we're looking at, say, sell momentum. Look at my previous projection. The price move from here to this price level did about 122 pips buy before we had this part of raging at the end of the day. So with this is a continuation of a sell momentum for me. If you have not been here, I would just say put your stop loss around there or at the previous high of this previous candle or the previous high candle of this Friday. That would make sense too. So which means around this price level will be your stop loss, and I'm looking for more sell right there. And if you have not been on this one particularly before now, let's see if we have an entry for you. Let's see 15 minutes time frame. Let's see 1 hour time frame. Let's see if we have let me see 1 hour. I think 1 hour should be better off. Okay, I'm seeing something closer to what I'm looking for. But let's say the market actually tries to react off this previous level right here. If the price actually do something like this, okay, yeah, if the price comes back there, it should be a good spot for a sell. All right, if the price buys again into this range, it should be a good spot for what for a sell. So, and that same stop loss level is really still valid for you. If you have not here already, if you have not entered this trade already, this is what I would suggest, that you let the price actually get back into this range. If the price is not, it's fine, it's fantastic. So we keep selling. For this week, that is our projection on AUD US dollar, IZD US dollar. So for last week, we've tried our best. We got the markets move and we made some pips of this one. Let's go to the next one, which is the USDCAD. If you go to the weekly time frame of USDCAD, you see how the price is actually creating a balance. Looking at a sell momentum that took out the entire 3 weeks ago candles. And then what do we have here? Are we still looking for more sell momentum? No, we are already in a bullish trend. We're already in a bullish zone, and we're seeing the price reacting off that level. Going to the daily time frame perspective, if you look at what the price is showing, really on the daily time frame, it has sold essentially. That's what price level is it selling to? Are we still expecting more sell or not? Now, I can use this level as a demand zone. It didn't take out the previous high level for me. All right. So with this one right here, I'll be looking for 4-hour time frame entry. And what do we have on the 4-hour time frame? It is a strong bullish momentum. We've traded out of this range. And also, this one did not move our way last week. So I need to say that. So we didn't make profit of this one last week because it didn't meet up with the criteria we're expecting to see in the market. So that was it. And this one on the 4-hour time frame is looking good for a bullish momentum, right? And looking at that momentum energy, it's more or less ways to seeing the price to get above this price level, here. And that should be about how many pips away? Let me see. I'm coming back. Let me see. So the current market price, this will give us about 177 pips in a buy momentum. So with this one right here, I'll be looking forward for more buy, seeing the price level, anticipating more buy momentum from here, giving a buy, at get to this price level. So today I want to see more buy, more bullish momentum on the USD CAD. So whether this one plays out this way or not, I will still be looking for more buy on it because it's better for me than to sell. All right. And then to the next one, which is the USDJPY, going to the weekly time frame perspective. Let's see what we have in there. We have series of ranging candles over the past 6 weeks on this one right here. And above all, I was looking for a buy that will get into this room before we start selling. And since the price got towards that level about 3-4 weeks ago, price has been rejecting and also creating it's creating lower wick rather, and it's more of a rejection for a bullish energy, and at the same time it's creating lower highs, lower lows somehow, and that is just a bit tricky because it's more or less like contrast has been building over there. We have contrast building over there, and I don't want to get liquidated too. So on the daily time frame, it's not looking anywhere nicer than the way it should be. But yeah, we have a zone right we can reach out to or expect the market to get into in the future. It's such much of a range. If you ask me, it's much of a range. And with this now, it looks better because with this one, we can actually see how the price reacts to this level, to this zone. So that being said, it is very important to note that as it is, it may be possible for us to see more sell, but based on what we've seen on other time frame past, other currency pairs that has to do with USD XSS and DXY itself, we're looking forward for more buy. So that will really shift my bias a little. This looks bearish, and that's where it becomes tricky. And on 4 hour time frame perspective, worst case scenario is I'm just going to leave this guy. I'll just leave it, ignore it. Last week, he gave us good money because we sold it off from this level and we bought it again from here. He gave us about 120 something pips from here, gave us about 50 something pips for the little buy before he hit the stop loss with this guy, or it break even. So I'm taking off this one. I'm taking it off because we are done with it. And for example, we're good to go with this one this week. If there is no setup, we are not trading it. And then definitely, as it is, I'm looking for more buy on it too, with what is showing here. I'm looking for more buy. At least before I have anything to do with this, if it's going to sell or not, I want to see buy first. I want to see a buy that will take us to a price level like this. If I go to 1 hour time frame, maybe I'm going to see something better. But let me just sit on 4 hours to maintain my timing. I'm checking the time really. 4 hour time frame perspective, I will see if the price gets here. This one I can look forward to see if we're going to be selling or if we are actually breaking off this high, then we're buying off this level completely. Like we're buying it off from here like this. So it depends on how it forms. But let's see the reaction first. I'm looking for more buy going forward for this week. And with that, in fact, I want to see it above there. I want to see it around here. I want to see this all around there. But let's leave it for now. Let's leave it to the market opening. And on Monday, I'll be coming back to check this and we'll talk about this again. That will make more sense that way. On the USDCHF, it's buying off too. It is a zone. Let's go to the weekly time frame perspective. On the weekly, it is just around here. Look at this. So we have much momentum above. We have more stop losses above. We have more energy going forward. So bulls are really in charge on USDCHF weekly time frame perspective, and that's what I want to be seeing. Look at everything we have above here. So outside of this range, I want to see a price breaking out of that level, and we have more momentum going forward. On the daily time frame perspective, let's see what the price looks like. If you're looking at the price projection and the pattern we have here, and that's what I was expecting, that is this looking more like prospective invert head and shoulder, so to say. But then the price did not do exactly that before it start buying. So what I want to see now is different. I want to see how the momentum really shifts to the upside, and that will be much obvious on the 4 hour time frame. So the 4 hour time frame perspective, what I'll be doing here is not to expect more sell at this level. Okay, so I'm going to take this out, but I will not take this one out. I'll not take this level out so that we can tell that we have it on there before. But to minimize my drawing, I want to see more buy to create this very short and simple, precise, uh, precise look. I just want to see the energy above here. I want to see the price hitting this zone above. Okay, so if the price is able to do that, that would make much sense. Like this. Okay, that would make more sense for me. So yeah, overall, we can still see the price getting here because from here to the current market price, we give us about 187 pips, and I think I should just put it there too. Okay, I think I should just put that level there because it makes sense if I do. All right. So this is the level here and above this is. So I'm just waiting to see reaction of the price level that we're giving us this entire range and this energy. Okay. So going forward, this is what I'm looking at on this one particularly. And let's keep that energy simple. So for this week, the immediate level I want to see the price eating is here. We see reaction of that zone breaking above it. Then I want to see the price getting here. Okay, yes, I won't be able to do the buying and selling whatever for you today. This one here, I talk about it. I'm not interested right now. My projection, my last projection on Griffin Pounds JPY was to see the price get into this level before it starts selling. It's getting there, right? Okay. I will talk about the next one, Griffin Pounds AUD. I don't think I have not today. Today's not the perfect time. I wish I could, but maybe next week. All right, on gold particularly, look at what we have. I skipped Griffin Pounds AUD and Griffin Pounds Canadian dollar. On gold, I'm looking for more buy. For last week, I said that we'll be looking for more buy till the price gets above here. So we see price has over 20,000 pips right there. But I want to see more buy into this level, and I'm not talking anything else outside this contest. So I'm still expecting more bullish momentum on gold till the price gets here before I seek for a sell momentum. Though on the weekly time frame perspective, I'm actually talking about something else. I don't want to. Anyways, I've said it before. It's just repetition of what I said last week. For those that are seeing this for the first time, what I said was very simple. I want to see more buy after the price hits here. So this is a massive sale on gold, and I don't know how that is going to happen, but That's what the price actually saying. And this buy is really small, it's not of huge momentum. Though we have rejection of the zone. So since then, I have been saying for the past 3 weeks that we should be buying, right? So on the daily time frame perspective, it looks good until last week starts ranging a little from Thursday, from Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, almost around the same range. But this is the zone on daily time frame we get into 5,023. And then on 4 hour time frame perspective, this is how it looks like. And that is exactly why I'm looking for more buy on gold. So this is the supply zone which I will be looking at, and the stop loss is right there at 5,038.09. And I want to see a sell from there. Going forward, I'm looking for more buy on gold for this week. All right, and the BTC US dollar, it's really moved as we expected, but going to the daily time frame perspective, weekly time frame perspective, for instance, let's see what it looks like. This is still a bullish momentum. I've told you before now that this is a demand zone, and that particular week right there in January, the market actually bumped into it and it rejected immediately. Again, as at sometimes in February 23, market bumped into it and it rejected that zone again. And since then, we're buying but struggling. All now, we're looking good for a massive bullish momentum on BTC US dollar. It's looking massive for a bullish ride. So on weekly, we're going for a ride energy on BTC US dollar. On daily, what do we have? It looks just like this. What we're seeing here is we're looking for the price to actually get into a range like this ahead of time. So at the end of the day, we are looking for price to get to 19,056, and that is on BTC USD, regardless of what it's creating now. Last week, momentum was very simple. Look at what I pronounced. I said I was looking for more buy to the price get above here. So not through that week, it really bought. I projected a little sell around here, and it's happening. That is visible on the 4 hour time frame perspective. Okay, on the 4 hour time frame perspective, here we go. At the beginning of last week, I recorded this session last week, Sunday. I guess Sunday or Saturday. Sunday, I guess. Yeah, Sunday. Only I was expecting that the price will get to this demand zone level before I start buying off. But overall, we want to see buy for the week. And I said if the price is able to get here, we're going to see a retracement to this level. Then we see buy again. But the price did not do the initial sell. But overall, what that share is going to do was to buy, which it did. And yes, it's retracing right now. But I'm looking for the next leg, which will give me a buy momentum. And this is what it looks like. I want to see the buy. If I remove my projection, can you see? I want to see a buy that will get into this range. So my projection back online, and this is what it looks like for me. All right, let's go quickly and see what S&P 500 looks like, because this also will be giving us some good momentum for this week. Last week it hit our stop loss because it was somewhere around there. For this week, I can't do. Okay, let's do this. 4 hour time frame perspective is all I want to talk about because of my time. But yeah, on the weekly now, we've had a bullish momentum that broke significantly over what the market has sold for 5 weeks. And even I was expecting it to sell more into this room before we have this massive bullish momentum. But overall, we are breaking above the previous high level right here. So what can we be expecting for this week is a retest of this high and closing above of the high and continuation of this high, if that is sustained. So that means we can still be looking for a confirmation within this zone. And that means we can be expecting a little bit of retracement before the price actually still continues to buy, because it has broken a previous high level. And historically, when the market does that, it goes back to that level to test it and goes above it to confirm more bullish momentum above the previous high zone. Is that clear? So now let's go to the 4 hour time frame perspective and see if we have anything. Anyway, anything like if we have anywhere the price will be actually getting into before we have a new buy momentum. Okay, from here, it won't be surprising to see the price actually buying off, selling off rather. It won't be surprising to see the price selling off from where it is currently to this level it is right now. All right, and we can also see the price getting into this level and doing this one right now. Okay, so what I'm expecting is a sell into this range, and of this range, I also see a buy momentum. So let me be clear with this. This is the exact level. I'm trying not to waste time on it, and at the same time, I want to be fast. Okay, here we go. So this is a bullish momentum overall. When the market actually gets into this range, we want to see more buy. So expecting a buy from 6,093, 6,903 on S&P 500. That being said, let's check what we have on WT, which is the crude oil. The projection we had on this one particularly was a good one. So on this one particularly, we have a structure around 107. Would that be nice? I'll be waiting for the price there. I made a projection that the price was going to sell from here. It did. That's why I'm deleting this right now. Okay, above this level, 106. Yes. Do we have any zone the market will be reacting with? Not really, not really, not really. I'm not seeing anyone right here. I'm not seeing anyone. But this one I just did, I drew one here. I should be seeing the price react with this one. Okay, if I want to sell off this level, I will be looking for more buy till the price gets into this range. Okay, into this range. As it is now, I want to see price reaction going for a bullish ride. So if the price will be buying off this level, I want to see it like this. Sorry. Good. I want to see a momentum like this, the price on 4-hour time frame for crude oil to get into this level and to break the previous low structure to give us more sell. All right, this would be the projection for crude oil for this week. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining. Thank you very much for watching. Please share these comments, comment the currency pair you would love us to check out. I could include that in my outlook for the next week. Don't forget to share these and to also subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again the next one. Have a profitable week ahead of you, and bye for now.